When I go into the meditation, I go through a number of stages. I don't immediately try to let go of all thoughts, but rather I first focus on my physical relaxation. I utilize the yogic breath in that I focus on my regular breathing of in and out breath, and I count my breath by breathing in through one nostril for a particular count, holding my breath as a brilliant light in my third eye, and then breathe out for the same count through my other nostril. Again holding my breath at the bottom for the same number of counts, and then breathing again in through the same nostril, bringing in brilliant light into my third eye. This focuses my mind and body, brings it into harmony, and brings me into a greater, calmer rhythm that allows me deeper access to my higher consciousness and to smooth the waves of the ocean, so to speak. People are then usually told to bring their thoughts to a quiet space. And many people don't know what to do with their thoughts that seem to come up again and again. People say, listen to your thoughts and let them go by like clouds. I use this time to look at those clouds consciously and notice them as feelings within my body, where I might find some unresolved issues, and I listen into those feelings as a bodily felt sensation first, to get out of my head into a feeling mode. Then I ask what these feelings really wish. Negative feelings, no matter how negative they are, wish for something positive. The anger wishes maybe to receive love, a positive outcome. In my meditation, I go through those steps that I explain in my books and teach in the seminars, how we can transform those negative aspects that we find left over and transform them into their positive wishes, to use them as a stepping stone to create a fulfilled life. If we utilize this time in the beginning in our meditation, then we can utilize our negative feelings as a stepping stone to automatically bring us to a higher dimension. After I've done, so to speak, my inner house cleaning, I go into a visionary space. Automatically, my mind wants to focus on things that I still have to do, whether it's a project that I'm working on, whether it's short-term goals, or long-term wishes that I wish to manifest. We create by moving our mind into the fulfilled future and feeling the feeling as if we had already experienced this wish fulfilled now as a fulfilled reality. So I go into the feeling of fulfillment of what I would experience if I already had this wish fulfilled as a fulfilled reality in the now. The time where I think of my projects, of all the things that are still on my to-do list, I use in a way to pre-create my future in a positive way. My future of today, my future of tomorrow, my future of more long-term projects that I then envision in a fulfilled way. I utilize the steps of calming my body, cleaning my emotions, and transforming them into fulfilled feelings, as well as the visionary pre-planning of my future time. I use all of these as steps in my meditation to get into finer spaces in my meditation. After that, When we've done those steps, we will naturally find our inner attention rising to higher dimensions. We need to learn how to practice finding our soul consciousness, utilizing the time to transform our worldly thoughts, purifying the emotions, and recreating our future opens the door to even more abstract, more beautiful, pure states of connecting to God. This is the quantum work, the quantum jumping that we're doing by moving into the future that is fulfilled, by entering into the state that we would have if the future were now. What we do then, and naturally do then, is we focus on our soul awareness. All the while I meditate, part of me knows it wishes to ascend to my heightened state of soul awareness and connectedness to God. I can do this obliquely while I take care of my household, so to speak. Another part of me already knows that I wish to focus on the highest potential that I can reach at this point in my evolution. So we naturally take steps in focusing our mind during one session of meditation. And we have the option of then entering into pure states of sublime light, where we explore being pure soul and entering into the more purest, divinest levels of awareness of connecting with God, irregardless of any religion that we may partake in. God is there for all of us. God is the source that we can connect with. And in the meditation, we have the ability to transcend the chat of the mind and using it as a stepping stone to enter more profound mystical states of union. In my books and seminars, I teach methods of this quantum transformation, as well as awareness training of pure soul consciousness. And the more beautiful we create our lens here on earth, the more beautiful our manifestation becomes around us. That is our gift back to the source, to the divine, to become the most refined lens, the fractal that returns its awareness to the whole. In that we become part of the whole, not by withdrawing our consciousness from the whole and avoiding life, but rather contributing our full consciousness to be an illuminated fractal and co-creating realities that are so luminous, where we then reflect the divine in the manifest. That is our gift to God in return. God has given us the gift of consciousness, so we may grow, awaken. We were not given that gift to withdraw out of this paradise, but to create the paradise within us and around us. Heaven on earth is not a place. It's an internal state that we can recreate again and again, and this state of consciousness we can refine over decades of practice. How we bring that into our daily life, that is something I teach in my seminars. For example, by refining our own soul awareness and then connecting with others who are equally capable of igniting their soul awareness with us, to where we can merge together with them at higher dimensions. And the highest form of love is a state of union of consciousness and soul. In that state, we feel blessed beyond measure to express love in our daily life, with others, with one another that we can share here on earth, creating a heaven on earth.